Hello everyone, my name is Sahil Garg and today I'm going to take you on the journey to data science. Now, data science is a very popular term, but what exactly is a data science? Now, data is nothing but information, and science we refer to as inventing or discovering new things. And when we try to discover insights and trend from the data and invent data-driven decision, that is known as a data science. Now, data science is a very vast field which includes AI, robotics, and machine learning. And there are many more branches, but today we are going to talk about machine learning. Now, question is, what is machine learning? So, machine learning is when we try to make our machines learn like humans. Now, the question again comes, how do we learn? Now, as humans, we know our first guides are our parents and teachers. From there, they are the ones from which we start learning. Second, we learn from books and internet. And finally, we learn from our past experiences. And that's how humans learn. And as we said, that machine learning is when we try to imitate the learning process of humans. Now let's see. Similarly, machine learning, when it have a guidance, when it is learning from a guidance, it is known as a supervised learning. Similarly, when we try to learn from books and internet, now information is available in book, but how do we perceive it? That's up to us. That's unguided information or unguided learning. Now that is known as unsupervised learning in the case of machine learning. And similarly, when we learn from our past experiences, that refers to as reinforcement learning in the case of machine learning. Now let's understand each one of them with an example. Now, supervised learning, if we talk about, now let's take an example that we all used to give exams in school, right? Now, in that, how do we do it? In day before exam, we used to study from our notes where we have a question, and for that question we have an answer. So we already have a data which is as a question, and for that we have an answer as a result or the target. That for this question, this is going to be my target. And when we go to the school and give the exam, for the questions, we used to predict the answers. Even if there is a slight change in the question, we are still able to give the correct answer. And that is why supervised learning is known as a target-based learning, where you are studying in your home, at your home when you are studying it, you are remembering it, finding the pattern between the questions and the answers, trying to relate with the answers and the patterns, and then try to use it in the exams for the writing the answers for the questions. Similarly, when we talk about unsupervised learning, now similarly, let's take one another example of questions, the exams which we used to give. Now we have given the exams, English exams, where we have to have a comprehensions, English comprehension, where there's a paragraph given and there's a set of questions are given. From the paragraph, you have to fill the answers. Now, similarly, how do we fill those answers? By finding a pattern in a question from that paragraph. That's how we used to do it. Similarly, that is what is known as unsupervised learning, where you have a data, but you do not have any particular answer or any particular way of learning it. So whatever you understood from that paragraph, you answer it for that question. That's a unsupervised learning, where you are finding a pattern or similarity and giving the output. And third, we have the reinforcement learning. Now, as we said, we learn from our past experiences. Now, past experience can be a good or can be a bad one. And therefore, if a child, if we take an example of a child, if he do some negative thing, that he gets scolded or he gets advice. But when he do some positive thing, he gets a appreciation or he might get a reward as well. And that is how the children learn that this is a good thing, this is a bad thing to do. And that's how the reinforcement learning works.